Hey everybody, Coach KP here. Just going to give a little league rundown. We're about 3 games into the season now, and high time we get a video out there and see how everybody's doing. So let's get into this. Let's check it out, see what we got going on. A little bit. We've seen three weeks go by, so some teams have had some chances to kind of see how they're going to perform. And we've also got a good view of the coaches on those teams and see how they're going to react to what they got going on with their team. So the first one that we have up in first place currently with 3 wins and 0 losses is going to be Brad's best team. They've got total points of 387 points so far this season. That's pretty good. Not bad at all. Good job to them. And, I mean, this is a tough one to start it out on because, I mean, the wins say it all, right? Number 1 in the league, good team management. This team is going to be the one to beat. And when you come play this team, bring your A game, and you better hope that you get all your points because you're going to need them. They've been proven to be a good team, and they're proving that they're the best team so far. So Brad's best team, keep up the good work there, but you better watch out because everybody's gunning for you. Number 2, surprise, surprise, surprise. This is KP Fumblers. This is me. This is my team. Ranked number 2, 2 wins, 1 loss, 417 points so far for the season. That's not bad. And what do I got to say for that? Potentially had a lot of points projected every game. Could have had 3 wins, but didn't. That's just the way that goes. But we're playing every game. We're getting as most points as we can every game. But the problem that we have is we're lacking on the bench. So we're hoping to maintain that, maintain our winning average there. But we are going to be looking for picking up some players to get that bench stacked because it is lacking. All the points are in the game as of this point, and that's going to be something that we have to look out for is getting some trades in or picking some players off the waiver wire. All right, number 3, we got Luck Smashers. They're coming in with two wins, 1 loss. And 411 points is what they got right now currently. That's pretty good. They got very, very high point potential. And I believe they should be ranked probably number 2. They are leaving some points on the bench. If they wouldn't have left them points on the bench, they would be ranked number 2. They would have outranked me and would have got that number 2 spot. So moving right along here. Number 4, Jinkers Stinkers, 2-1. Doing pretty good, 388 points, and they're about in the same position as what the KP Fumblers are. It looks like they've got all their points in right now. They don't have much of a bench. All their good players are in, and they don't have a lot on the bench, so there's not a lot of room for error there. So, in the future, they start looking for some trades, start looking at waiver wire, so stack that bench now. If you got somebody go out, you're going to look for a hard game. And we've seen this already when they played the KP Fumblers. They won. That was my one loss right there to them. But they had a player that took a big fat 0, still came out ahead. So look for this team to really be a tough one to beat whenever you're playing them. Number 5, the oh shit emojis here. 2-1, doing good. 361 points overall. They're enjoying a great start to this season. But I will say, leaving some points on the bench. This is not a strategy for long-term games. Got to get those points in the game. So potential to move to 3 or 4 position, easy. Could do it. Get them points in the game. Keep your wins up. And this is going to be a strong year for the shit emojis because they haven't seen this type of performance in a while. Typically at the bottom of the list, but this year they're enjoying some good success. Keep it up. Number 6, Jesty's Besties, 1-2, 1 win, 2 losses, 369 points. This is a hard one to look at. So might be time to take some chances on some bench players, or try to facilitate some trades or something like that to get some of these players off your team. And I say that because sometimes it's hard to have too many options. There's a good team, a lot of points all across the board here, but leaving too many points on the bench. So if you're not going to use the players, then don't have them, because it can lead to inconsistency with your management. And like I said, might just be time to take some chances on some of them bench players, not go by suggested points, and pick up those points, and get some more wins. A lot of upside potential for this team right here, big time. Number 7, 1-2, 1 win, 2 losses. Lucky A's got 368 points, and then this season, Lucky A's are not so lucky this season. So injuries, not leaving enough in reserves. So with this team right here, a healthy team is going to equal biggest chance for potential comeback. So get this team healthy. That'll equal wins. That'll equal more points. That'll equal wins. And then you'll see this from 7 come on up, possibly 3 or 4, possibly 3 or 4 there, depending on other teams' ability to do and maneuver their way and manage their teams to greatness. Number 8, two-a-side squad. 1 win, 2 losses, 351 points. Good job managing, but underwhelming player consistency is what's hurting here. Players getting into more of a groove going forward to the season. Two-a-side squad take off, but that underwhelming players, that's not helping this team at all. So we'll see how that one goes moving forward into the future. Number 9, Shamus Green match. 1 win, 2 losses, 332 points for the season so far. Tough breaks for this team. Left some points on the bench, and that's tough to get wins when you're leaving points on the bench. Gonna have to take some chances. Gonna have to use some bench players to get the max points out of this. So got some good players. Just gonna have to use them. It's hard to do that sometimes, but that's what's gonna have to happen here with this team. Number 10, O-Dogs. 1 win, 2 losses, 331 points for the season so far. What's happened here? What's going on? This is a team that we typically see up in the top 3 every year, all year long. And then, what I see is underwhelming starters and then overperforming bench players. We got to get these bench players in on this team in order to get some wins and facilitate some victories here. So need to get more points, leaving too many points on the bench. But give it some time. Let this season kind of stretch out a little bit, and we'll see how this one goes. But if the players don't prove to be consistent, you got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. You got to bench them. So the starting players, big names, all that, but what it comes down to is points. Points equal victories. That's what you got to get. Number 11, dude, where's Lamar? 1 win, 2 losses, 311 points so far for this season. This is a new team this year. This is our new team. All eyes are going to be on this team. They're not only going to be on the team itself and how the team does and everything, but it's going to be on the manager too. They're going to be on this coach, because no one's seen him before. No one knows his game strategy or anything else. So going to have to look at that. Everybody's watching. Dude, where's Lamar? They've had some tough breaks, but from what I've seen, we've got probably a little bit of over management here. 2 quarterbacks is an option that can be overall bad. It cannot work in your strategy. You've seen this twice, where you've benched your quarterback and your backup quarterback got more points. Same thing. Happened 2 weeks in a row. That's rough. That's very rough. Sometimes it is better just to pick one, go with it, and that way you can focus some more time and energy on some of these other players and other positions that you can start picking up points on. Too many points on the bench can lead to losses. That's just what it comes down to. Don't count on suggested points. The suggested points, now that we're starting to get into this season, you got to see what players are going to be consistent for you. The suggested points that they should have, what we think that they're going to have, that's all well and good. It's good to base a little bit off of that, but then you got to put some of that intuition into it. Boom, put them in and see where it goes. It's a game. It's all fun and games, but we're here to win. Let's see, number 12, Martin Pigskinners. One win, 2 losses, 309 points so far for the season. The injuries on this one, the inconsistent status of players, that makes it real hard to manage a team when your team's always questionable, when your team's always on RI, when your starting players are going in and out of that. Very hard to manage a team like that. So gotta work on that. Getting a good healthy team gets you going from 12 to the top half of this league, where I see this team could probably be. A lot of talent, inconsistent player ability. Healthy team goes a long way for this one. This team, Martin Pigskinners, make it to playoffs with a little consistency in their players and a little bit more playability, and getting these players off a questionable list, off the RI list, and all that. So a little bit of that goes a long way. But that's going to be it for this edition here. Thanks y'all for tuning in. This player rundown, hopefully it helps everybody out, sees a little bit of what our competition's doing, and yeah, y'all keep it going, keep playing, manage them teams good, and Coach KP out.